It's 1:30 in the morning at this home in Idaho Falls. Time for lounging, watching a little TV, and checking your phone. You would hope that anyone who comes calling at this hour is family or a friend. Not this time.
Sit down, boys. Right now.
I'm Caspian Shamel,
And I'm Isabel Shamel.
and we survived a home invasion robbery.
We just got home from a date and I was pretty tired and I was just scrolling through my phone, halfway watching the documentary.
We went out and did one of those escape rooms, so we were pretty tuckered out from that, ready to relax.
And then I just hear a loud bang and the door flies open.
I've got a couple of roommates that live downstairs, so having people come in and out at all hours of the night isn't super odd, but I kind of noticed him and I did a double take.
Sit down, boys. Right now.
I just didn't know what was happening at first. I was just in shock.
The intruder orders Caspian to take a seat. Then he turns his attention and his shotgun toward Caspian's fiancée on the couch.
I definitely feared for my life whenever I saw that shotgun pointed at me. I've never been in a situation where a loaded gun was pointed at my face, and it was a shock and kind of my life flashed before my eyes.
Did you think we would be here? We had to.
I don't know.
Caspian reacts in a flash, grabbing the shotgun barrel.
Instinct kicked in and I wasn't letting go of that shotgun. At that moment, just straight adrenaline, I would say.
Caspian knows his fiancée is still in the room. She rolls off the couch. He barks an order.
I actually yelled for the roommate, and that was all I could muster out.
Caspian is actually being dragged down the stairs, still holding that death grip on the shotgun barrel, as the intruder is now on his own version of an escape room.
I immediately, as soon as I felt safe enough, ran and called 911 and tried to help the best I could, best I knew how.
It's becoming painfully clear to this home invader.
I told him wrong house, Buster. He was fully in agreement. As we hit the stairs, it was a change in power for sure. He slipped as it was icy. I overtook him, got the weapon away from him.
The imminent threat is over, a moment for the couple to relax. Caspian is now armed in self-defense, but hopefully won't need to use his weapons. But 2 minutes later, an angry knock at the door and an unbelievable request.
I opened the door and he was asking for his shotgun back. And so we told him no, of course, and he tried to force his way back into the house.
The suspect finally fled the scene, still without his shotgun, which was loaded but never fired. Caspian turned it over to the police as he relived the sickening events.
The police were almost arriving. You could see sirens coming up, lights flashing around the block, and he started heading back out the door again, and they intercepted him there by his vehicle. So when the police showed up, then they wanted me to walk through the situation with them, and I hadn't even really fully processed it yet. I just got incredibly adrenaline high. I mean, my whole entire body was shaking. I was sweating. My face was bright red, and so I puked. It kind of all washes over you. I mean, when you're in the midst of it, you don't feel any of those things happening. But as soon as it kind of calms down, you're like, holy crap, this is really pretty crazy.
I'm just glad that you were there and you were able to take action so quickly. And I felt safe before, but now I feel extra safe. I know that he'll protect me no matter what.
And having somebody to go through it with is certainly nice too.
Just days before this attack, Caspian and Isabel got engaged. They've since married and tried to move on with their life together.
It took me a while to be able to fully sleep without being super paranoid that someone else was gonna break in or something else was gonna happen.
Arrested that night was 28-year-old Eddie Walker. He pled guilty to aggravated battery and was sentenced to a maximum of 11 years in prison. The irony of the evening is not lost on these two and serves as an important reminder for all of us.
We were watching a true crime documentary when this happened, and now we had to live through it. You know, you watch all those things and you think you know what to do, and then it really happens and you just don't expect it to happen to you.
Yeah, we're definitely a lot more on our toes now.
A lot more careful.